Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and I am so excited about today's episode because we are reviewing a Selena Montgomery book, and that is something that I have been wanting to do for a while now. And, if you don't know who Selena Montgomery is, you may know her by her non-pen name, Stacey Abrams. Yes, I can hear all of you like nodding and going, oh. So we recorded this episode pre-Super Tuesday, and now it is post-Super Tuesday. And as me, who isn't one of those like amazing people who are like, oh, I'm off social media. I'm not a social media person. Listen, I have felt and read the myriad of emotions and frustrations. And I know that Stacey Abrams is a name that is, brought up in talking points about potentially being someone's running mate. And I guess I want to say that this episode isn't about that. We talk about her as a writer and a politician, but there isn't any sort of like endorsement in terms of the Democratic primary in the 2020 election. Anyway, so that's out of the way. I don't know why I needed to say that. I am just feeling like just a bunch of anxiety right now. I want everyone to be, healthy and happy. Well, in terms of like happiness, this episode, I think, will give you just that for about an hour because I have an amazing guest, and we are reviewing the book Hidden Sins, which is currently $3.99. And my guest today is storyteller and podcast host Jonathan B. Welch. So, as some of you guys know, on some episodes, I asked the guests to come up with like a tagline for the book. And so I was like I was so like immersed in the discussion that Jonathan and I were having that I forgot to ask him about his tagline. So I'm just going to share that now. So Jonathan's tagline for Hidden Sins was, "Bad blood between exes means nothing when a fortune in gold awaits." And mine was, "She's facing her past and kissing him too." So please enjoy this review of Hidden Sins.
Well, shall we talk romance?
Can we please talk romance? Jonathan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited you're here. We are reviewing a Selena Montgomery book, which we all know Selena as Stacey Abrams.
We know Stacey Abrams.
We know her. And you chose this book. Why Selena Montgomery? Why Stacey Abrams in particular for you?
Sure. So as we kind of talked about in the beginning before we started recording, I assume, or maybe it's part of it.
It's part of it. We'll see.
I don't know.
I mean, yes.
Surprise me.
You're just repeat yourself, and I'm gonna like base each performance, and whichever sounds good, I'll edit it.
Okay, so for sure, I've worked in politics off and on for the past 20 years, volunteering, actually working for governments, for campaigns, and I now work in interior design. I've retired, and I really haven't retired. I have so much student loan debt, and I now work. So I work in design, but I'm doing a lot of political work in this election cycle, and I have for the past couple of election cycles. I've kind of jumped back in. After the 2016 election, I decided to stop performing as much. I was doing a lot of performing. That's what brought me out to Los Angeles. And I kind of put that on pause a little bit to get more political and to try to spread my time a little bit more. So politics is a huge part of my life. Democratic politics is a huge part of my life. Stacey Abrams is a huge part of Democratic politics. And she is wonderful. If you don't know who Stacey Abrams is, she ran for governor of Georgia in 2018. She is a bright, shining light. Right? Like you see her speak, you hear her, you just want to hug her.
Yeah.
And you want her to tell you it's going to be okay. Like she's the one who's going to have to tell us it's going to be okay. I think my like personal speculation is whoever the nominee is, it could be one of two people at this point. I think where we are, I don't know.
We're recording this on Super Tuesday Eve.
God help us all.
We don't know what's going to happen.
No idea.
Who knows? Yeah, I'm going to put this out as soon as possible before any sort of quagmire happens.
If it does, it does. But I kind of think if Biden becomes the nominee, if Bernie Sanders becomes the nominee, the one person that they both could choose who could bring everybody together and unite the whole party is Stacey Abrams. I think so. So Stacey, she did not win, but she's gone on to found Fair Fight, which is an action group kind of oriented around trying to ensure that voters aren't suppressed, basically, like to stop voter suppression where they can, to have an impact on activating voters and informing voters and making sure that the process is legal, fair, just, all across the country, where we kind of fight that on a constant basis. We're kind of like coming up against that. Like we're coming up against gerrymandering and we're coming up against voter suppression tactics that are unique and gross and just designed to hold people down and keep them away from voting. And she's been fighting that effort. So Stacey's awesome. Weird thing about Stacey is that for years she's written romance novels as Selena Montgomery.
Yes, she has, and she's not an award-winning romance novels.
Yeah,
which is so cool, and she also like very much owns it, which I also like. This is her pen name, but she also was like, I loved doing this, and it was just like a lot. It's seeing someone have two different passions. I mean, obviously her main passion is public service, but to see someone just like enjoy having something else that kind of like really fires them up, I find I don't know, it's motivating.
It's such a shocker too. It's like, wait, romance novels? Like she's not like a Danielle Steele. Well, Danielle Steele's kind of romancy.
It kind of.
Right?
I mean, I guess like maybe there's romance in them, but I don't know if she kind of qualify like as a romance author.
Sure.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I would almost like bargain to say that Selena Montgomery pieces, having read just one, that they are kind of bordering other things too.
Absolutely.
Like this was... I read, shall I reveal? Do you want to reveal?
Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, yes. We are reviewing Hidden Sins by Selena Montgomery. It is currently $3.99. I'll give a quick synopsis. Mara Reed has come a long way from the quiet town of Kiev, Texas. Using her intellect and astuteness, Mara found success as a con artist. However, when she crosses paths with some thugs as she searches for buried treasure, She returns to her hometown and to the arms of the only man she ever loved and truly betrayed.
Yeah.
That I feel like that barely covers this book because it feels like it was 27 books in one, but it wasn't bloated.
It was so much.
Yeah.
It was so much content.
Yeah.
And it's not a hard read. It's just like, wow, I'm on a journey with these people.
Yeah. It was kind of like there were times where I was just like, she'll like cut to like, they're caressing each other. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a romance novel.
I agree because it threw me off so much.
Yeah.
When it was like, when I, especially like you get into the meat of it's a mystery novel.
Yes.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
it has elements of hidden gold, which is, I recently saw an Unsolved Mysteries episode about hidden gold.
Whoa.
So it was just like it coincided with this.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's an old Unsolved Mysteries
Hidden
episode.
gold is
Hidden gold.
Hidden gold's where it's at.
Woman named Babe in the in the hill country of New Mexico.
Okay.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
And the woman that they had portray her, she's dead. Or maybe not the actress, but like the woman, but Babe. She and her husband like found this gold cave. Okay. Like there was like a shaft and everything. And I don't know how gold works, but like.
All I know is from like City Slickers too.
All I know is from DuckTales. Yeah. And there's actually a scene or part of the book, a scene in the book where she flicks gold coins to give it away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can spoil the end. Most romances all of them have happily ever afters, so don't worry about like are they
thrilled.
gonna
because I was on the edge of my seat thinking that like somebody was going to get a bullet twixt the eyes or something.
No.
Something was going to happen.
Everything works out.
That's why we love it.
Exactly. Oh my God. It's why it's like so just like literally nothing works out in our life. Like nothing works out.
No, nothing.
And so to have something work out, especially in the pre-Super Tuesday as I'm feeling right now, it's nice to just like take a step away from life and read a fun story where things work out.
So I appreciate you asking me on and giving me this gift that I needed. It was a gift.
Yeah.
And I really feel that. So thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's a gift to have you here.
Oh my God. You're too kind.
Oh my God.
I love it.
And the rest of this is going to be us complimenting you.
That's it. Guys, go read the book. Becky and I are going to sit here and just go through everything for the next however long. I mean,
we can go as long as we want.
Whatever. I have to go home at a certain point, but like I can stay a while,
Great. Oh no.
And we'll just go through it.
We'll go through it.
First of all, we're in your place. Lovely.
Thank you.
I love this place.
Oh my
it's
God,
just
thank
so cute.
You so much.
I love when I walk into somebody's apartment for the first time or their home or, and and it just feels like perfectly tailored to the person.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My brother helped me put this together, so I feel like maybe I should also not take full credit.
Okay.
But I'm maintaining it.
You maintain it. You maintain it. And also, if there was something that you saw and you were like, I don't like that, you'd say that.
That's very true. Yeah. Very true. So this is on me. So do you want to look at the cover of the book real quick? I have it up here.
Yeah, please.
If you want to. Do you want to describe it to everyone?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so this book, first of all, takes place in 2006. And I'm feeling very like late Bush era when I look at the cover of the book. It is two African-American individuals. We do find out that, so we assume it's Mara.
Yes.
We assume it's Mara, and we assume that the man caressing her. So we don't see her face.
No, you don't see their faces.
Because, of course, we need to we need to leave it up to our imaginations what we think Mara looks like.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I assume that's Ethan, who is the love of her life. And he is caressing her. She's wearing a tank top. I believe his leg is over her arm.
Oh, is it?
I think is that a leg?
Oh, I thought it was his arm. Wait a minute.
It could be his arm.
I thought it was his arm.
Kind of like a foot.
It does look like foot-esque. Yeah, now that I look
What's happening?
I don't know.
What part of your body, Ethan?
Maybe he's like, it looks like he's like in, because there's so much caressing. This is like caress city.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's like, he's like, his fingers are like flicked and he's like caressing her arm.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, I could see that. It very much looks like a calf.
Oh my God, yeah, no, that's a forearm. That's a fucking forearm.
That's a forearm.
Yeah.
We find out. So that is the cover. I mean, it's
very hot.
It's very hot.
Yeah. I thought like, it's very sensual. And like in this book, like, I feel like, have you ever read a romance novel before this book?
I have never.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to tell you. I don't think it's for me.
Right.
That said, I loved it.
Yeah, that's so great. Yeah, yeah.
It was, I got into it at first. And one of the things that I mean, because you hear people talk about romance novels, okay? So like, it's not completely foreign to me.
Sure,
it's just that
yeah.
I've never picked one up and read it cover to cover or even really read parts of it. Of any romance novel. So when I picked it up and I was reading, I was like, man, the descriptions are so heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of describing just paragraphs about an emotion. And so the story itself is very short.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very simple. It's very easy. A lot of descriptors are kind of filling in the space.
Yeah. I found it like, with this book, I found that like compared to other books that I've read, and maybe it's other books that I've read recently, there wasn't as much sex in it. It was mostly like, it was very sensual, and there was so much sexual tension, but it was through eyes, it's through caressing, it's through kissing here and there.
Yeah.
And that I thought was like very like palpable, and the way she wrote it was like very poetic and flowery, but like very engaging. But yeah,
agree.
that's why I liked the cover, because it was like they're embracing, and I think that was like the majority of like maybe their physical interaction, you know?
Well, at first I kind of thought that was what we were getting at. You know, I thought that it was just going to be this like Sam and Diane on Cheers, will they, won't they moment. Like what is going to happen here?
Oh my God.
Because so many of the breaks that Stacey, we're just going to say Stacey. And by the way, reading this entire book, I read it in Stacey Abrams' voice.
Did you really?
Like that's all, I could not get past it.
I just pictured her, you know, like I was picturing her like in the middle of the night after a long day of work, like just writing on her laptop, enjoying her life, like busy changing the world during the day. And then at night, nice glass of wine and typing it and just having a blast.
Because she was writing this when she was the minority leader of the Georgia State House. So yeah. So that's her way to unwind.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so cool. But I could not get her voice out of my head the entire time. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
So especially when she says like her nipple, I'm like, Stacey. Oh my God, Stacey, come on, you know, like, but we don't even get to that until I think they have sex 50% of the way through the book, like halfway through.
I thought more. Like I thought it was like the last quarter of the book.
Well, one of the beautiful things about reading it on my Kindle app on my tablet is that it tells you where you are. And I think it was like 52%.
Was it
and I'm
really?
like, well, we got halfway. We got halfway and now they finally had sex, but then they have much more sex later.
Like it picks up like when it's like, oh, they're together.
They're on the lam.
They're on the lam.
Kind of. Like, I feel like they're on the lam going acrough town.
Yeah, they didn't go far. Yeah, well, they had to, like, it was very funny how they, like, we need to stay within a certain radius. And I'm just like, the thugs are literally next door.
Yeah,
like, I'm scared for you.
Go to another state, please.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, like, it starts with, should we talk about, like, where the plot goes and everything?
So, it starts off with Well, first it starts off, the first scene takes place in the past where like a group of like, I guess, con artists / preachers are burying Spanish gold, right? Yeah.
Yes, which I didn't really pick up until later. Like I read it and then I was like, oh, okay, yes, now this is tying back. It's in the 30s.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's in like the late 1930s and somebody's tattooing. There's a woman tattooing. Her name's Aiko. Aiko?
Yeah, I think so. Like Aiko
Reed. And she is tattooing
like these Greek symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so they, and her husband, he's blind. And he is a traveling preacher. It's very like America 1930s. Like if you know the story of Sister Amy McPherson, who started the Angelus Temple in LA. I only know this because Kathy Lee Gifford wrote a musical and I saw it on Broadway.
Okay, keep going.
It starred Carolee Carmello. She was really great.
My God.
And she played Sister Amy, who started the Angelus Temple, which isn't far from here. It's in like Echo Park. It's this big, if you know, like by Echo Park Lake, that big kind of rounded church building. That's the Angelus Temple. And she was kind of the first like mass televangelist. And she did like a traveling road show.
Yes, I think I know who you're talking about. That now sounds very familiar. Yeah.
So that was very big, I guess, in America in like the 1930s and 40s because you would take your message. And then, of course, that translated into like Billy Graham and Jim Baker, Tammy Faye, like people like that in the 70s, 80s, 90s because they had access to media, television, radio, things like that. So you would travel around. But this band of preachers, stole gold.
Yeah.
Had some stolen gold and they hid the treasure.
Yes. And then there was like, and this is all in the first scene, there was like there was a betrayal. And I forget but like they each have their keys and like, you need like a certain amount of keys to like unlock the box. Yeah. It's like very Indiana Jones style.
It's an escape room.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was like, you need like 3 keys. So someone
we all have to work together.
Yeah. There's a lot of arguing and half the people are like, you're doing great.
Yeah. We're all in this for different reasons.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to be rich.
Exactly. Yeah. So the treasure's buried. And then years later, we have Mara Reed, who we find out that her grandfather was the blind preacher who helped bury the gold. They're in this like, I guess it's like a secret society almost, with the, Greek things and knowing, it's not like a society, but like, a band of people.
It's a cult in a way, or at least it morphs into a cult because what you find out about when we catch up with Mara, present day for the novel, but 2006, we catch up with her and we find out that her father kind of took over the congregation and turned it into a crazy cult.
Yeah. He was like murdering people.
Yeah.
And like branding
enslaving people really, right? And so like you want to talk about unsolved mysteries, like there are people who like would work for him and it was very big love in a way. It was really strange.
Very strange. So she leaves. She decides to run away
when she's 18
when she's 18. And she just kind of becomes this like grifter. She just like, does scams and cons and like, but like really like smart and like lives a life of danger. But when she takes off, she also leaves behind her beloved Ethan.
She leaves Ethan behind. Ethan Stewart.
Yeah, who he now became like a doctor of dead bodies. Yeah. Right? The dead body doctor?
Yeah, exactly. He's forensic files. He is a forensic anthropologist.
Yes.
And so she's running away. In the beginning, like there's a murder. And
Cassandra is murdered.
Cassandra's murdered. Yeah. Is that? Oh, Cassandra's murdered, but there's another woman, Mary Beth, Mary Ellen.
Yes,
Mary Ann.
It was Mary someone.
It was a Mary.
It was a Mary.
Hey, Miss Mary, 2 names. Yeah. Who are you? Yeah. So she's dead. So it doesn't matter what her name is anymore, but she's dead. She was holding onto a journal because she's the descendant of one of the guys in the band of people.
Gold Barriers.
Yeah. The Gold Band.
Yeah. The Gold Barrier preacher band.
Which is that like Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros or something, you know? Like they're a little culty,
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's probably a lot of magnetic zeros in there and I just don't feel like counting.
Yeah. Just how many of you are there? So her, I think it was like her great uncle, because we're about 2 generations out, 2 to 3 generations out at this point. And her great uncle had a journal, I guess, with all of the information, like all of the keys and codes that they needed in order to find where this was.
Yeah.
And a gentleman murders her and then makes away with that journal. And she gets tipped, and she partners with, in her like grifting scheme with, it starts in Detroit.
Yes.
Where there are a lot of casinos.
Why not? Yeah. Listen.
What are we going to do with this place?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Go to Detroit. Lose some money. Win some money.
Everybody's lost money in Detroit. Well, it's coming back.
It's on brand, I guess.
It is.
Mean. Yeah.
No, Detroit, listen, you're coming back.
I hear great things about Detroit, and so many wonderful people come from Detroit, and
I've been, and it's actually like it's changing a lot, which is
cool.
like kind of cool to witness that, you know, and see kind of how resilient a city can be, and the people of that city, and what they're trying to do. But one of the interesting things that I was not prepared for is there are casinos.
Wow. Yeah. I would not have known.
You're right across the border from Canada.
Okay.
So you're right there.
Yeah.
Windsor, Ontario is right. It's the only place where you drive south to get into Canada.
Right. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
From the U.S.
Yes.
So you drive south from Detroit into Windsor, Ontario. And there are a lot of people who cross the border, you know, every day for work. And there are casinos in Detroit. Wild. So that's where we start the story.
Yeah. So the story itself takes place, like starts up there. Mara knows about this gold, right? Or and
she's known about it her whole life. And she's told Ethan.
Yeah. She told Ethan, and she's like on the run. So she's like, I need to find this gold, and then I am getting out of here.
Yeah, I'm going to buy an island.
She's going to buy an island.
Yeah, she's going to get out, and she's going to live her damn life.
Yeah, take lavender baths every day on her island.
But there's a lot of like, it's like, who's going to get it first, you know?
Yeah,
because if we're talking about the band of ministers, their descendants are kind of in this fight a couple generations later for this treasure that's out there somewhere.
So everyone's after it. Someone knows that Mara's after it. He's sending his thugs against Mara. Mara races back to her hometown of Kiev in order to get this gold, and just we're going down an alley, and then all of a sudden the thugs corner her, and she's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then suddenly a door opens in the alley, a hand pulls out, grips her and yanks her in and shuts the door. The thugs don't get her. And when she looks around to see what's in, she's also been shot. When she looks around and sees like what place she's inside, she just sees a bunch of dead bodies and is like, what the fuck?
I was not prepared for that.
And then falls asleep.
Yeah. Because one, you've been shot, so like you're gonna tap out in a second. You are in a catacomb. What's happening? Like it's just shelves of dead bodies.
Yeah. But it ends up being a lab.
Yeah.
And
a forensics lab.
A forensic lab belonging to, lo and behold, the love of her life, Ethan.
Dr. Ethan Stewart.
Dr. Ethan Stewart, who we learn is digging up a bunch of these dead bodies that were, I guess, victims of Mara's father. They all have like the Greek, you know, kind of tattoos on them that like symbolize, you know, whatever to the church.
It takes a little while to get to that point.
Yeah.
So it's a little Like, I was unprepared again for dead bodies being everywhere, and
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
dozens of them. There are like 3 dozen dead bodies like in this room. And there is that tattoo like somewhere on their bodies, the Greek symbol, and in some cases branded into the skin. And as we find out from, you know, the flashback in the beginning, and then we do meet Aiko later.
Yes.
She said that needle would hit the bone.
Yeah.
So you have bones with the shadow of the tattoo, which is wild. So
Yeah.
we have tattoo mystery. We've got gold. We've got dead bodies. We've got forensics. We've got the past. We've got gangsters, casinos.
Yeah.
It's a cross-country journey. She goes from Detroit, and she like fights off one of the thugs in Detroit.
Yeah.
We mentioned like the waitress who becomes her partner. He, I guess, kills her.
Yes.
And then, you know, and finds out where she is, and then he chases her basically across the country. So we're here at this point, and she's hiding from these 2 goons.
Yeah, like the dumbest thugs. They were like silly Billy thugs. Like, oh, hey, boss, you know, like that style.
It's really like, I know one who's like, yeah, I'm having a conversation with her. I think she's kind of engaging. Yeah. And they have her in a Ford Expedition. Thank you so much for mentioning the exact SUV, Stacy.
Yes.
And that's when she breaks free, and she's running through the streets of Kiev, Texas, which doesn't exist. I looked it up.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't think it existed.
It's Eastern Texas, we find out. So
Right,
it's like the more humid Houston area.
Yes.
Some of the bodies, as Ethan will tell us, have been preserved like so well.
Yeah.
And to the point where there's one guy who's been dead for 30 years, and he's perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
And she sees him, and she's like, that's this, I forget his name, like Manuel maybe or something. And he worked for her father, and he died when she was like 4 years old.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. And she knew him, and she saw him, and she's like, I know who he is. So they all have these tattoos, and they all mean something. The numbers or the letters are translated to something like good soul, or like unsalvageable.
Yeah, or like traitor, forgiveness, servant. Yeah.
Banished to hell.
Yes.
At one point. Like, he banished a woman who helped her mother escape.
Yeah. Mara also has a brand, because she tried to like sneak out with Ethan, and then when she got back, her family or her dad like branded her with something.
Correct.
I forget what it was, but it was probably something like slut. It probably involved the word slut.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was very slut centric. Yeah. And I think it was harlot.
Yeah.
You know, adjacent. There is a lot of mention in this book of prostitution.
Everyone thinks she's a prostitute.
Everyone thinks she's a prostitute. And it's so funny to read it too. And it's like, it came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And it's like, sex worker is the term now.
Right.
Come on, Stacey.
I know.
But like 10 years ago, that was what the word you used.
True. But I think it's more of like, okay, these people are judgmentally being like, you're a prostitute, as opposed to like, you're a sex worker and I understand that you make money. It was like such a shaming kind of thing, you know?
I kind of feel like the coming around on that could have either happened because I live in Los Angeles now.
Yeah.
Or like it happened in the last 5 years, you know, like
totally.
I think that people get it more.
I feel like, even in college, like we were like sex workers, and then but it was like after I left the like microcosm of college, it was like, oh yeah, not everyone is as like sex positive as everyone in this liberal arts colony in Boston, you know.
Oh, you went to college in Boston?
I went to Emerson College.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that? Because I'm from Boston.
Oh yeah, you are from Boston.
Yeah, well, I'm from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go to Emerson. I got in, but I was like, I'm going to go to another school instead.
Smart choice. I probably told you that.
I did have a lot of friends who went to Emerson.
I mean, it's great.
So we'll have to talk offline about like who they are. But yeah, no, it does create this little like bubble of a community, and especially in a city like Boston, which is a city of extremes, I think. You know, like, you have a lot of very socially conservative people in Boston. Like, I think I could travel this entire country and not be called a faggot until I go home. Can I say that word on this podcast?
Of course, you can say whatever you want on this podcast.
You're explicit.
I talk about sex books.
Okay, yeah. So you had to. This is fine. To Stacey's good credit, she never says the word fuck. Yeah. In this, it's very like.
It's very elegant.
It's very elegant.
She has an elegant prose.
The goons do have thoughts of raping Mara. We do see that in the beginning and actually throughout the whole thing. Yeah. Like, it's like, I'm going to have her.
Yeah, it was, it was like, and again, you know, very, like, goofy goon style.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, it was, like, the one thing where I'm like, okay, everything else is, like, so subtle and, like, you know, grounded, and then it's, like, you know. Yeah,
it just kind of comes out and it gets thrown at you.
Yeah.
What we learn is that Mara left Ethan, years before, and they had dreams of doing things together, but she kind of it's that very sacrificial, like I'm not good for you.
Yes. Yeah. And she, like, because she thinks she's, like, damaged goods because of her past, and listen, I get it. You know,
we've all had those struggles.
And, like, it was legit, like, she left to protect Ethan, like, from her, like, crazy father.
Yeah.
So she takes all of Ethan's money and leaves.
Yep. Like, they had thousands of dollars saved up, and she just, like, books it and squanders the money and becomes a con artist.
Yeah.
Confidence artist.
Yeah. Confidence artist.
Yes. She later in the book gives her occupation as a confidence artist.
So great.
Well, that is done with confidence, indeed.
She's a very confident character.
She really is.
She, like, it's so funny. Like, she's so intelligent, yet she doesn't think she's, like, academically smart, but she's, like, smarter than, like, Ethan, and she's, you know what I mean? Like, and she's like smarter than his, like, I guess his girlfriend that he's
Leslie. Leslie is casual. You really kind of get the feeling like that the jealousy is dismissed kind of early because Leslie she's an academic herself. And so she is a bit snotty.
Yep.
She carries that, but she gets right to work basically when they pull her in.
She helps them. Like, she's just like, I know where to go. And she, like, takes them to the cave, which, yes, is there caves in the book? Yeah, they end up in a cave.
Yeah, they end up in a cave. There's a nursing home in the book because before Leslie, there's the temptation of Leslie. There's the teasing of Leslie. Like, she's gonna show up anytime because now Ethan is holding on to Mara in his studio apartment above the warehouse, which is above the cold storage where he keeps the bodies. Yeah. So what a way to live.
It's like your apartment is above, which is like a bare bones, like, loft apartment.
With a futon
and then, like, a hot plate, and, like, all he has is soup.
That's it.
Oh, man.
But she makes pancakes.
She does make pancakes.
Can you do that on a hot plate? I mean, you can. It's a burner, basically.
It's a burner. Yeah.
So it's just one.
Yeah. So you can.
You can't cook a turkey.
No, you shouldn't cook a turkey. No. I mean, maybe if you have a toaster oven, but that's...
Yeah, get a convection oven, guys.
I mean, Ethan, regardless of the point.
It's 2006. Like, come on. Catch up. You can do a whole rotisserie chicken in something that you can, at an oven that you can buy at BJ's Wholesale Club or Costco.
Yeah, Ethan, you're making enough money.
I think he's making enough money to
going through those bodies.
Yeah, like, why can't you afford a box spring, man? Like, come on.
Yeah, but Mara doesn't bother her. She's like, I am happy to be here.
Oh, she's thrilled because she's been shot. Yeah. She had her leg grazed by a rusty bumper. And I know we're, like, jumping around a little, but
that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. Guys, we're on this journey together. And so, you know, what I was shocked by, number one, the bodies, because we don't get that out of the way for a while.
I know.
So that was, like, hanging over my head.
I thought it was very funny. Yeah.
And he's holding a scalpel.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you going to kill me? And then she passes out.
Yeah.
And then he brings her up and he's like, he has a syringe and he's like, it's a tetanus shot. And I'm going like, what? Who has that? Like you don't have a box spring, but you have like tetanus, like ready to go. In your
like
fridge.
A medical kit.
What?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
And then we find out he's a doctor.
He's a doctor. Yes. And so there's a lot of like sexy healing,
Totally sexy healing. And the whole time, all I can think is she must be so dirty.
Yeah, I know.
She's been on the run. She's been running.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that she applied.
No, I was worried about like her clothes because she was there for a while, and then it was like, and she was wearing his like shorts and shirt, and then I'm like what? Where? Like I stressed me out. Like, how is she like running around and not like having to like constantly try to like pull the shorts up because she's wearing she's lithe and she's wearing like a muscly man's shorts.
Oh yeah, because as we find out, he's filled out.
He has filled out, and boy is she was like, oh wow,
the years have been kind.
Yes, the years have been good. To Ethan.
To her, there are moments where she is described as, rode hard and put away wet. Basically, like she's sinewy and she's worn, she's angular, she's very thin, and she runs like a marathon runner because she's running away from people who are trying to kill her.
Exactly. Her workout is her job of running to stay alive.
Being a con artist and running through the streets.
And for some reason, Ethan's hot from cutting up dead bodies. I don't know.
He's, and very casual. Like when they explore the dead bodies, it's like, are we putting on masks?
Yeah, it was.
What?
Yeah, that's such a good point. Like I was like, is that like in the real world? Like, are you allowed to do what he does? Like, can you just be like, I'm going to make this room like a dead body exploratory room?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't you need like a license from the state or something?
I would think so, but he's funded by a private party.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So after the sexy healing happens, and there is really, I mean,
so
it's
much
like,
sexy healing.
It's like he's grazing this part, she's grazing that part, she's catching, the long thickness of his finger, or long fingers.
He has long fingers.
He has long fingers.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm attracted to long fingers.
Yeah, I guess
it scares me a little bit.
I can understand that. I guess it's a
man with long fingers.
A long finger. It reminds me of like Slender Man, even though.
Oh God, yes.
Isn't like a little like Mr. Long Fingers.
Do you remember Salad Fingers? Is that something?
I think I do.
It was some video, and it was like eating a salad with a rusty spoon. It's very Amy Klobuchar. It's very like eat a salad with what's available to you.
Oh, okay.
And he had like long fingers, salad fingers. I don't know. That's what I think of. I have big Italian meaty hands. Yeah. And so I kind of feel like.
But could he still have big hands and long fingers?
Yes, but I think that there's like a slenderness to the hands. And
maybe that's why I thought Slender Man. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I think she describes that at some point.
Yeah.
It's like they're like slender, yet everything else about him is like beefy. And it's like, but the hands.
The hands.
That's like somebody with like very skinny calves.
Yeah.
And that could be his calf, as we said.
Yeah, it could be.
But instead he has this
his calves look like arms.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know. He's also very flexible, I guess.
Apparently.
According to the book cover.
And she's just caressing his foot. Yeah. It's an arm. I'm on board with you.
Okay.
That it's an arm.
Listen, guys, if you're... we'll leave it up to the listeners. Just let us know. Is it an arm? Is it a leg?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Am I making things up here? Probably.
I mean, listen, look, it's fine. It is fine. We get out of this book what we want. That's, the fun of this book is like sometimes whatever,
But I was roped in. I have to say,
it's like so
I
good.
was just Stacey, come on. She's written so many.
Yeah. I feel like I do the podcast, I read other books, but I feel like with this I'm going to continue reading her books. I mean, it really was just like so enthralling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, I would say it is 60 to 70% mystery.
Yeah, it definitely
thriller.
Yes, it definitely felt like a thriller, which is like why I do think it like was so different from like other romances where it was like I feel like other romances, like I love romantic suspense, like that's like, you know, Bodyguard style stories.
Oh God,
you know?
yeah.
So there is like, you know, a element of like the thriller element, but it is like mostly about like their love and being attracted to each other and sex while, you know, on the run, that style. But this was really about like, it legit felt like an Indiana Jones movie, but in a book with a female character who was cool and sexy gazing, which I'm like A+.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, you know, and what a plus that like she has been shot and now she can recover in her ex-boyfriend doctor's loft apartment. They basically cut to it over time and they figure out what's going on here with the Greek letters and that these were people who were tied to her father. She can identify the bodies, which is kind of wild. But he's funded. I totally like cut us off, I think. But like,
okay. Yeah.
He's funded by Conroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Davis Conroy? Was that his first name?
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was Davis Conroy.
Yeah.
Who we learned Conroy is actually also one of the original preacher, you know, gold
Thug
gang
guys.
Preacher thug guys gang who like, so he's you know, someone else who is after the gold. So now, you know, the stakes are against Ethan and Mara.
Yeah, because he has money, he has resources, he has goons.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he does have money and he wants more, but I guess there's no ceiling when you're rich.
I mean, listen. This is why we need Stacey Abrams.
Stacey, come on.
Yeah. Like she was like, you know, she's making a point, you know, people who want money aren't going to win.
No.
Yeah.
And so he is funding Ethan to try to figure out what's going on with these bodies because there's basically a code that he feels like they're buried with.
Yeah, it's like legit Da Vinci Code, which is another fun thing because there's like code breaking in this too, where it's like she looks at the Greek letters and like it symbolizes something and also symbolizes numbers and this takes them to that. And it was like, oh my God, again, like another element to this book.
I know. I did think Da Vinci Code. Like, this is a very sexy Da Vinci Code.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, you know, so he's trying to crack the case. She's trying to get to the gold.
Yeah.
And she pulls Ethan in and quickly kind of their love rekindles.
Yes.
With, you know, there was much consternation in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then Leslie, because I think of her as like a non-starter when she does show up.
Yeah. She's like, I'm here. Hi. You
Whatever.
know.
Yeah.
But you know what I really liked about this? Like, there wasn't like the kind of like Mara like when Ethan leaves the room, Mara's like, I'm in love with Ethan, so just deal with that. And then like, and Ethan like comes back in like, oh my God. And then he comes back in and he just sees like these two ladies like gabbing, best friends.
That's right.
And I thought that was like such a great like move because you would think that you would introduce like the ex versus the current girlfriend. And it's like that kind of like, you know, kind of cliche tension, but Mara ended up like befriending her, even though she was also they were in it together. And I thought like, yes, what like it was so great, and I loved that. Yeah,
strong women who are different, you know, like different kinds of strong, different kinds of intelligent and unique. Like they're not going to be petty and bitter. They are just going to get what they need to get. I mean, essentially, like they pull Leslie in at the worst time.
Yeah.
Like she's coming anyway for a visit.
Yeah.
And like all of this stuff is happening and they need to make an escape.
Yeah. Like Leslie like literally arrives. She's like, hey, I'm here. Hot, and meets Mara. Oh no, he's the ex. And then suddenly they're like, okay, Conroy's on our tail. Leslie, get in the car. We're driving away. Also, I'm going to explode the...
Oh, yeah. P.S.
There's an explosion.
There's an explosion. And we're friends with the police chief in town. So, and she's there and she's like, and there is one point where she's like, hello, police chief.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah, you're telling the police chief that, like, you have to explode the warehouse. I was really surprised by that. But
and the police, she's like, I guess I'll look away for 10 minutes.
at a massive explosion. By the way, 30 bodies are downstairs, are like in the cold storage. But basically, he's like, I'm done with this.
Yes.
I'm done with this. I'm not going to work for Conroy anymore. And we figured out what's going on with all this stuff because Mara knows. She knows every piece of it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. You know, that part is over. So what we have to do is blow up the apartment and the warehouse beneath it to make it look like we died in an explosion because the goons, Arthur Raby, and then who's the other one?
I forget his name.
He's like Brian. No, he's not a Brian.
But he was
There's
like...
never the name Brian in a romance novel.
Was there? No. Yeah. I mean...
If you find one, let me know.
I'm sure, again, someone's going to be like, by the way, in this book, his name is Brian, and in this book, his name is Brian. But I thought you were going to say, there's never a thug named Brian. And I'm like, well, that's true,
that part's true, too.
Yeah, like, you better watch out. Brian's coming.
Like, oh, God, I'm so threatened.
You don't want to mess with Brian.
Brian with a Y. Like, he is really threatening. So the other guy, oh my God, I forget his name because Arthur Raby is like the lead goon, and then the other guy is kind of like he's like the meat of the operation.
Yeah, he's like kind of nice.
He's kind of nice.
Yeah, and he was just like there was one point where like Mara was like, you know, tied up in their car or whatever, and he's like having a pleasant conversation with her. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it was like, dude, get away from Robbie or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Arthur Raby.
Arthur Raby.
Yeah, and I get the feeling that he like I actually thought there was going to be something that happened between them.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like the nice Brian was gonna
which is not his name, but it is now.
It is now. Brian the Thug was gonna like kind of join Mara's side and like together like they would like, you know, like thwart Robbie.
Yeah, that they would kill him. But no. And there were a lot of like moments where like he almost got killed.
Yeah.
Like with the gun fight that happened like in traffic.
Yep.
And that's how Mara escaped that situation where she was not tied up.
No. Yeah.
And that was one thing that Conroy said, like, please tell me you tied them up. And they're like, what? Huh?
So
like,
funny.
Come on. Just these two doofuses like can't even tie their hostage up.
The most richest person in the world can't afford like
I don't think there are a lot of brains at Trump Tower. So listen, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some dolts out there.
You can be too stupid to live.
You can be. Yeah. That's the real too stupid to live.
It's the whole meaning.
It's the whole like there's too stupid to live, which is fun, this podcast, whatever, but then there's too stupid to live. And Robbie and Brian.
You guys
say your goodbyes now.
Just so dumb. So they see the warehouse explosion. They're like, we're gonna it's very like Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Like legs just like.
They reminded me of like, you know, in Superman, there's not, but he's like Mr. Luthor. Like it was like that guy. I forget his name.
Just like total like.
Okay, Mr. Luthor.
It's like, which manifested itself later in like Joe Pesci as the robber in Home Alone.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Mauve.
Yeah.
You know? We're the wet bandits. Like, it's just dumb. Come on. So one word Stacey uses a lot is akimbo.
Yes.
Arms akimbo.
Arms akimbo.
But they were legs akimbo. And they were just getting out of town.
Yeah, they were legs akimbo. Things got akimbo.
Things got a warehouse akimbo because there were timbers everywhere.
I know, Dead bodies akimboed in more ways than one.
Oh, God.
So the three of them, you know, get away.
Yeah.
And they realize they need to find one of the keys. And one of the keys is in these, like, caves, like these cool caves.
Yeah.
That's like a tourist attraction. So they like race over to the cave park and
right there for everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's a tourist. You can go hiking.
Yeah.
You could find the keys.
Literally anyone could have found those keys this whole time.
But they also find this out because earlier, before Leslie arrives, the day that Leslie arrives, they go to the nursing home where Aiko, her grandmother, Mara's grandmother, is. She's Japanese. That is revealed. I should have known the name like Aiko, but I was like, this is a romance novel. Nobody has a normal name. No, there are no Bryans here, okay? It's Mara. It's, Ethan. Like, it's just very, like, this, So she is a Japanese woman, and I thought that was a very interesting, like, not important, but also something I didn't expect.
Yeah, I mean, like everything else in the world, like majority of protagonists are white and straight, and like that's like the majority of like romances that tend to, I say, be published more than other romances that aren't as published as much or self-published. And it's like you don't have access to like all these different books with like different like, protagonists. So to have that, I thought was like, especially in like a book that's like was mainstream and published, I thought it was great. I
thought it was great too. And I actually like another reason to applaud Stacey Abrams is because she wrote I think that most of the characters in her books are African American. And so like, she has black characters, she has mixed race, she's kind of trying to cover a lot of different bases without like overdoing it. And it's very natural. And so it's just an interesting story to think of like a Japanese woman, tattoo artist in the 1930s married to a black preacher who's blind. And who goes blind in an accident with some of the goons.
They throw acid or something at his face.
There's
or
like
something.
and the acid comes back.
Yes, it does.
So they go to visit her in the nursing home, and I thought the whole time like she was just so nervous to go visit her 86-year-old grandmother in the nursing home, as you would be. I mean, like you kind of abandoned her. Yeah,
but we learned that she's also been like kind of not funneling, but like, supporting her grandmother, and she's living in a nice nursing home. Not that it makes it any better that you're not seeing your family members, but it did seem like this was like a primo place to nurse.
To nurse your life away. And so she's there, and she's apparently like the belle of the ball at the nursing home. Like everybody loves her. And so she welcomes her right back, which I thought was a really like we don't waste any time.
I thought that was great, and like it wasn't like this cliche thing of like she's this sad woman in a nursing home and all she does for the past 10 years is like look at photos of her family and no one like she hasn't talked to anyone. And
what a lonely woman. So sad. But no, it's
not, which was like so refreshing.
It's so cool. Like she and the staff loves her, and they put sunshine pillows in her room, but she hates them because like too much yellow is bad.
She's right.
I'm just letting you know, guys.
Don't use too much
use too much yellow in your design because it's just too much.
It's too much.
It's a color that can drive you mad.
Agreed. It can wake you up, but it can't wake you, but it'll wake you up too much if you overdo it.
Yeah, please don't. I'm so glad we got away from the yellow kitchen trend. Do you remember that like a decade ago? It was like lemon yellow kitchens.
I mean, I do like the idea of like yellow. Like I think there's like a brightness to it, but it's like you can't like overdo it or else like you'll burn your pupils.
Oh, absolutely. And as a fair toned person myself, like I'm blonde, and so like I've like fashion wise, I've always like yellow is not an option, orange is not an option.
Same
for
here.
me. Right?
Yeah, same here.
So it's like I'm not going to put it like on a sofa.
No, yeah, it's we got to do light blues.
Oh, I love blues.
Navy.
I love
black.
Oh, navy. God, come on.
I know.
So I assume that's what Aiko's room is because she is a woman of taste.
Yes.
But yeah, she welcomes her granddaughter right back, and she also says like, you have had the map all along. And she's like, what? Are you talking? Oh my God, I've had the map all along. It's a quilt.
Yes.
She made her granddaughter a quilt.
And what's so crazy is that like she did it so surreptitiously. You know what I mean? Like she had her like, you know, son or whatever, or, you know, like being like this dickhead or whatever, you know what I mean?
Son
like
was
being
awful.
like being like not a dickhead, abusive, and like just so scared to like say anything, so scared of being found out, you know, by telling, you know, Mara where it is. So like just like at night she sewed codes, and that was cool.
Yeah. And I think because it seems like her son was an egomaniac.
Yeah.
So these are the kinds of things that just skate under the, you know, like under the surface, like slide under the radar for people like that.
Yeah.
They're not going to pick up on it. So yeah, it is kind of brilliant that she always like had her granddaughter's back. Like she always knew that her granddaughter would come back, and she seems very at peace with how she's going to help this whole situation.
Yeah. It did seem like there was a level of empathy, because she was like, Mara, your life was hard. Like, like she was always like, it's good that you left. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, you broke Ethan's heart, but you know.
Sure. But no, you know, don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You know, you have to live your life. And I think because she was married to who she was married to.
Yeah.
And experienced what she did with her son and everything throughout the years, that built up that profile of a very empathetic, understanding person.
Yes.
So, you know, so that is really cool. She's a cool character. I want a spinoff.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Just like her in the nursing home.
A romance novel.
Oh, yeah.
In the nursing home.
Why not? It exists.
Have you ever read one?
A romance novel in a nursing home?
Yeah.
You know, I haven't. I have read books where, you know, there's maybe like a flashback where it talks about like the protagonist's parents. Maybe there's a chapter about the protagonist's parents and they have like a love scene, or maybe, but not like, you know, where the two protagonists are in a nursing home and they have a love story.
Because I want to read that.
I mean, who knows? I'm sure there's like something out there, but again, there's like these like, you know, kind of like standards, you know, of like, oh, it's better if they're, you know, between the ages of 26 and 28.
Absolutely.
And they have to be skinny and blah, 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 blah. But I recently read a romance where the characters were in their 50s, and it was like so refreshing. And then it was just like, oh my God, like they're in their 50s. And it's like, this would have been like, with so many other like publishers, like probably would have been like turned down.
Oh, totally. And that's one of the things that I also like love about this book. So, I mean, we have a lot of multicultural representation, and I don't think that we have that normally in this industry. In all the romance novels that I've read, this is the only one, but like, you know, but this is what I'm gathering,
but it's culture,
right?
Yeah. You know, it's artistic expression. It's pop culture. You know, these are like widely popular, like they're pop fiction.
Totally.
You know?
But we're talking about, but we're bringing in, you know, we have a lot of representation in this book, but we're also talking about characters that are in their 30s. Yes. So, you know, they are not 25 years old.
Which is so great, because like I just like characters in their 30s who haven't figured shit out yet, and I'm like, perfect.
Same. Okay. Like, this is, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I'm almost out of my 30s. Yeah. So like, can I take that unsure attitude with me?
Yeah, no, you can stay as unsure as you want, because there's going to be something where someone's writing people in their 40s and they don't know what to do with their lives, and it's going to be so refreshing.
That's great, because I'm going to not know what to do with my life. But I think I do. I'm doing fine. But
are you kidding me? You're doing great.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think you are too.
Oh, thank you.
I think we're doing great.
We're both doing great. We're being really hard on ourselves.
I see this pillow behind you. It's a heart with hands. It's like, let's embrace that.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's just hug ourselves and just like really lift ourselves up and lift each other up.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And so, in this book, like it really felt like this is not your typical It's just not. It has so many mystery elements.
Yeah.
I love that they go spelunking with Leslie.
Yeah. Spelunking as one does.
As one does. And then
to look for the key.
Yeah. They get the keys.
And this was like a great scene because they're like pretty much trapped in a cave together, the three of them. And it's like things have come to a head. Like, is Ethan going to go with Leslie or is he going to go with Mara? And Mara's freaking out like, oh my God, I think he wants to be with Leslie because he's seeing them embrace. But then Ethan's like, oh, I'm in love with Mara, but Leslie's here. What do I do?
Yeah.
The tension there was palpable.
It was a lot. I mean, and of course, ultimately Ethan chooses Mara.
Yeah. And Leslie's cool with it.
And she's good. She's like, I'm going to go on with my life and you take care of him. Like,
yeah.
He has this intellectual curiosity that you need to make sure that you fulfill, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's not mean about it.
No, that's what I mean. I really did like Leslie.
I like Leslie. So
she was great.
I like her. Like I said, she was a non-starter in some ways because I thought that she was going to cause friction and she didn't cause friction. Like it was a very adult exchange.
Yeah, and you almost, and then in a way you almost like felt for her a little bit of like,
totally.
It totally fucking sucks to like see someone who you think you're going to start a relationship with and like be let down. Like when she when she says to Ethan, like for the final time of like, you're really lucky that you found this love, and then walks away. Like it was just like that. Like I want to read a spinoff about her,
I know.
And it's like I hope really great things, which they will. Like great things will come to Leslie.
I like Leslie so much, and that's why I was so upset when she got kidnapped.
I mean, yeah.
So she does that. She's like, I'm good with everything. Yada yada yada. Walks away.
Yeah.
And then essentially gets snatched.
Fucking kidnapped.
So,
oh man,
yikes.
The amount of times that's happened to me. Yeah. I get dumped and then kidnapped.
like Leslie, what a bad day.
Yeah, Leslie, never go to Texas ever again. She
must be a Monday.
That's what she says. Like, oh, you will never believe the Monday that I had on Tuesday. You will never believe my Monday.
That's right. Because it gets resolved pretty quickly.
Yes, it does get resolved quickly. They find a way. So the gold is in this box, and you think that there needs to be 4 keys to open the box, but Mara learns that you really only need 3 keys.
Right.
And so like for some reason, like Conroy gets the box, right? And he thinks he's going to like open it and see the gold, but then he opens and poison spews out.
It's the acid. It's
acid.
An acid. It's like acid just shoots out.
Yeah. It's like those, like the snake in the can things.
Yes.
It's like he opens it, but it's like acid in his face. And it's like, who invented that maneuver? I don't know. Like,
do you have a pressure cooker?
No, I don't.
So we have a pressure cooker and I've never used it because it scares me.
I would imagine. Yeah.
But today I had to like relieve the pressure in the pressure cooker. I live with my ex, which is really interesting. But like we were together and then we decided like, let's not be together, but what a great house. And we share dogs and we get along great.
That's great.
So we do.
Yeah.
So he's, and we've been broken up for like 2.5 years.
Wow.
And we still live together.
That's
it's
amazing.
been like 4 years that we've lived in this house. So it works out really well. Anyway, so today he's like, I have to go to the gym. Can you, when this thing beeps, release the pressure? And here's what you have to do. Like he's like, you need to like, take we had a towel, take the towel, pull the valve, but you have to pull it away because you'll get burned. And whoa, let me tell you.
That sounds horrifying.
It's horrifying in a way, but it's like, he wasn't kidding. Like it is so much steam, like that comes out and it comes out for like a solid, like 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
And so you have to pull it away and put the towel over it so that like the steam doesn't just like, go anywhere. It just goes into the towel. All of that is to say that that happened around when I was reading the scene with this. And I was like, you know what? this is exactly how it was for Davis Conroy. Like
Yeah.
he got, it was like a pressure cooker worth of steam, but with acid at his face.
Yeah.
And the guy who was with him, I forget his name. His name's probably Brian too.
Yeah.
But he was like standing behind him. And Stacy says, like, until his death, he would always say that he could not get the scream out of his head or something.
Yes. Yeah. Which I thought that was a great line.
That was a great line.
Yeah.
So no gold for Davis.
No gold for Davis. Gold for Mara.
Yeah.
And Ethan.
Yeah.
Does Leslie get gold, or she just is like, I'm fine?
They put her up in a hotel room.
Okay, so she has a great hotel room.
It's like, you have a suite for the night. You're fine. We went to the Omni and we got you a hotel room, Leslie. What more do you want?
She's like, I'm fine. This is fine. Like, I'm like, I've been okay this whole time. Why are you guys just do your thing? Like, I'm going to go back to work and meet someone else.
Yeah. I am a Bostonian catch. She's Bostonian too.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that so much.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Newbury Street or whatever.
Yeah, like
Back Bay.
I'm a Back Bay girl.
Yeah,
okay?
don't worry. I have a house in Back Bay.
Yeah, I have my own back porch.
Yeah.
Okay. And it has plants on it. I'm a well-curated person, and you don't have to worry about me. But I would think that they give Leslie some gold. And then it's in like gold coin.
Yes.
Right? So, which is very DuckTales again.
Yes, I know.
Swimming around in it. It must be heavy as hell.
It must be. Yeah. And like, I was just like picturing like, just like gold
bars.
That's
what I pictured too.
But I think they're coins.
In the Unsolved Mysteries episode that I was talking about with Babe.
Yeah.
And I think I started talking about this and I got away from it. But Babe, the actress that they had play her, had the worst voice ever. Like she was like, where's my gold? Like, what is happening? What? But it was a cave of gold bars.
Oh, wow.
And so that is what I pictured this whole time until they like get to gold coins.
I was picturing like, maybe like, was there in like Pirates of the Caribbean, which I haven't seen in like a gazillion years, like maybe there was like a chest of gold coins. Like I was picturing like that. Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like something that like a St. Patrick's Day bounty. And the coins might be chocolate.
Exactly. It was like that, but they weren't chocolate. But even if they were, that would have been great. What a bounty.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got their gold and then,
they get separate hotel rooms? That's the part I don't really understand.
Well, that was kind of confusing because like Mara like comes in and is basically like, Ethan, I'm only here for a little while. I got to get this thing because then I got to go to my island and change my name and do all my stuff. So Ethan was under the impression that like after all of this was over, he was still thinking that Mara was going to leave.
Right. Because she always has.
Because she always has, which understandable. Yeah. But Mara was like, no, like I told you that I loved you. I mean, I'm scared, but like I really want to try like living my life with you. And then he was like, okay.
Yeah. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then they like have an I love you moment.
And then he has like a great thing of like, I have faith in you, Mara. Like faith. What did he say? It was something like very sweet. Like it's like faith is believing in someone who has made mistakes. Or no, faith is believing that someone who's made mistakes can be a saint. And I was like,
wow, Ethan.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Stacey Abrams.
Stacey, yeah, he says, I'm getting there. Why not? Because I have faith in you. Mara shook her head once more, afraid to trust. I don't understand why. Shaking his head, Ethan murmured, is this okay that I'm just reading it? Oh,
absolutely, yeah.
Shaking his head, Ethan murmured, despite your upbringing, you don't really get this faith idea, do you? He laughed softly, heart soaring. Faith isn't about what I know of you. It's about what I believe lies within you. I know you have a good heart, that you'll face down hell itself for your friends, that you'd give your life for someone you loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm desperate to believe she held his cheek. How can that be enough? Yada, yada, blah, blah. I learned this from you, Mara. Redemption, faith, love. They aren't prizes to be won or free gifts with purchase. Faith is looking at a sinner and seeing the potential of a saint.
Yes.
And redemption is what you find, what you've earned when you finally stop punishing yourself for the sins of your father and see yourself as I see you. Come on.
I mean, Jesus.
That is like a you complete me kind of moment.
Yes.
Like,
and it also, honestly, like, kind of relates to her like political, campaigns of like believing.
It totally does.
Yeah, like 'cause she's like huge about like criminal justice reform, and I feel like it says that here.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
And so if you know anything about Stacy, like her brother is a former felon and addict and everything, and like he's cleaned his life up and like, but the hell that he's been through is something that's informed her, like about criminal justice reform and about like how to help people who have been through that in their lives.
Yeah.
And it's so true. And I think that it comes back to like our current political climate and how much I see so many like purity arguments for people, and it's like, you know what, everybody has like a bunch of cons,
yes,
in
absolutely.
the pro and con
Yeah.
list. And, and what we need to look at is how people have progressed over time and how they've changed and what they've done to kind of, forge ahead and where they are now and what that journey is, as opposed to like something bad that you may not agree with that they did 20 years ago or something, so it's
totally hear you. Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's something that I think we need to take heart of, and really think about more is that redemption story. And that's this whole story, like
absolutely.
she's done pretty bad stuff. She's been on the grift, and he says, you can't change this or con your way out of it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. And I love you too.
I mean, and that's how it ended, which I loved, like there wasn't like, an epilogue where there's a wedding or, whatever. It was just like they were together and he was like, I love you. And I love when romances end that way, where it's like, that they're going to get married and have kids and life is going to be great. But like, it's just like what their happily ever after is up to your own imagination.
Totally. Yeah.
And I really like that.
And it starts with this like very human understanding of each other. It's not about the flesh. It's about real love. Like this was, I think that my idea of romance novels before I kind of got into this one was that it was just like smut city. So much like about the sex.
Yeah.
And there's so much behind this that like when they do get to the sex, it's like, no, this is so meaningful.
Absolutely. And a lot of like romances are like that, where the sex is just like, it's an empowering thing where like a woman is like discovering herself and discovering her partner. And it's like, there are like, romances can be so empowering, you know what I mean? And and more than just like, like read erotica. Like I love erotica and I love smut and that's so great. But then there's like on the other end of the spectrum are like these like really like profound books that are like epic and have like these really like internal arcs about like being devoted and redemption and things like that. Yeah. And so I'm like, that's what this book was. And I was just like, this is, everyone should read this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I think there, and getting back to what I was saying with smut, like there's a lot of positivity and, in those pieces.
Totally.
And I am a huge advocate for that. Yeah. But like I was thrown because I really thought that was like where we were going to go.
Right.
And so but then like reading that this is more of a mystery novel and it's more about like lost love and reconnection is it's powerful. Like it is a very different book.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it exceeded your expectations.
It totally did. I couldn't believe when I got into like the first chapter or two, just how much into the mystery I was.
Yeah, it was, agreed. Yeah. Like I said, I forget if I said it before we were recording, but I'm like, there were times where I was like, oh yeah, this is a romance novel when they were like kissing. Cause I was just like, oh yeah, I was like so you totally forget. It was like, I feel like if you like mysteries, but you're like curious about like what romance is like, I think this book might be a good like segue from like, if you still like the mystery genre, but are curious about romance, like read this book.
I agree.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Murder, She Wrote, and I have to say this is a good compliment to like a Jessica Fletcher moment, you know?
Totally.
And the comeuppance of the bad guy, like it is very satisfying to see that like the evil son of a bitch the whole time, like in the end gets his face like burned off. Yeah,
which is insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's so insane.
Like he's dead, right?
I would imagine.
Or is he just like really marred? I don't know. I think he's dead.
I think he's dead. Yeah, I guess let's just assume he's dead. And if not he's dead inside because, we can't see his facial expressions as to how dead he is. There's
so,
acid in his face.
and chances are he can't see. So, it's very like...
His life is pretty... he can't see his own riches. So isn't that the tragedy of it all?
Isn't it, though? And there aren't any, by the way. You just got your face sprayed with acid.
Yeah.
So I'll say he's dead. But basically, like, he... he gets his in the end.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it's very satisfying. The grandmother doesn't die, right?
Yeah,
So
no one really dies.
nobody dies except for the woman in the beginning.
Right, yeah.
And Cassandra. So,
but like Leslie doesn't die.
No.
And I liked that because I was like, oh no, is Leslie gonna die? Like,
I know.
And then she didn't. Everything's fine.
No. And Mara actually is the like hostage negotiator like through the whole thing. And that's the other thing. Like, it is really just how she holds herself throughout the whole thing. Like, there are moments where I'm like, I think she's like incredibly dirty and she's like covered in blood. And she can't be trusted. And I get that. I get that so much.
Yeah.
We get a lot of it, Stacey. But she is really like, there's a sophisticated way about how she plays the system.
Yes.
And how she plays the men who think that they have one up on her, that they're smarter than her.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like she's like used to people underestimating her and like using it to her advantage.
Oh, totally.
Which again, plight of women in America.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Plight of Stacey Abrams, maybe.
I think so. You know, I think
Mm-hmm.
that she's been underestimated and she's such a powerhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a cis white guy, but like as a gay man, I've been underestimated too.
Sure. Yeah.
And I've learned in my life that like, that's actually a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
You know, and you really do need to work with that.
Yeah. I felt that way particularly because Mara's so intellectual, but she also points out that she didn't go to college.
Right.
So she like sees herself as like, sometimes like when she like, it's the three of them, like Mara will like be like, she sees herself as dumb, but it's like, no, you're like the smartest person in the room right now. And it's like, it's all up, and you like, we are underestimating you and you're underestimating yourself in this instance, but yeah.
Well, Leslie even asks, like, in their introduction, like, Dr. Reed, and she's like, no, I'm just Miss Reed. Like, come on, like, eye roll moment. Like, come on, you know? But, yeah, she really kind of, there's so much that she learns about herself, I think. And even though that's not blatant at the end of the book, like you said with that ending, it's just like, you kind of feel like, this is the beginning of a self-realization journey that she is going to, that she can actually understand that she deserves good things in her life. And you feel that for her. You want it for her.
Yeah.
So, Mara,
we love you.
Love you, Mara.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. This was so much fun.
This was such a joy, and it was an honor to be asked. So,
do you have anything you want to promote?
You have a
podcast.
I have a podcast, and you were a guest on my podcast.
I had so much fun.
It was. We have to have you back.
Oh, please.
We had a blast. So it's a special presentation. I host it with David Crabb, and we talk about old TV. So we have a guest every week who kind of comes on to geek out about like their favorite old TV show. And we have several, and it's all our friends. Like, it's all comedy friends. So it's like very fun. And we have a thing with Unsolved Mysteries, actually. I mentioned that on here, but I was watching it because every once in a while we'll have a guest who's like, I don't know what to cover. And I'm like, well, we could do an Unsolved Mysteries segment. So, you know, so like every 10 episodes, like we'll just like break and do an Unsolved Mysteries segment. So
that's awesome.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
So you can find that wherever you can find podcasts. And of course, I'm working on the election, so it's very important that you get involved and, check your voter registration. So go to vote.org and make sure that you are registered to vote in your current address. If you have any questions, you can find me on social media at Jonathan B. Welch on all the platforms.
Too Stupid to Live is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. For more podcasts you'll love, visit frolic.media/podcasts. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day.